Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots. I keep seeing the same misinformation spread inside of Facebook groups, so this is a quick tutorial for anyone who has printer capabilities in their xTool machine. So right now, xTool M1 Ultra, M2, and Apparel Printer all have these features, and I wanted to share a quick video on them. I'm going to, actually, let's just leave it as hello so it's nice and big. It doesn't matter what font you're using. I'm just going to use this like really big chunky one so you can see it really well. And to get that, I just hit T on my keyboard. It'll load all of the xTool fonts and any that are on your actual device. You can also upload fonts right here in the software. So when I'm clicked on this text, we know it's text because over here in the Layers and Objects panel, which is right down here, right here, it will say exactly what our text is, and it will change if we change the text. We also know it's text because over here it will say text. Now that is inside the lasering mode. I want you to look at this portion of the menu right up here at the top. This here is the menu we're all familiar with. We have bump outs in here that we can use to change our text in relation to itself or additional text. But when we change to lasering on a flat surface, or from lasering on a flat surface to one of these two, which are inkjet printing or print then cut, watch what happens to that top menu. Remember, here's our top menu. Watch what happens. What? Look at all these extra things we got. Now, inkjet printing is not the only option for us, right? So what happens if you change it to print then cut? If your default module is showing printer, you have all of these options. If, however, when you're in print and cut and you don't see those options, you are likely on a laser. So when you choose laser, you see it goes back to our laser menu for our font. But again, if I select and I choose printer, look, all those things come back. So let's talk about all those things. First and foremost, we have the same stuff. Weld, warp, offset, those are all the same. I want to tell you two things I know about this exact thing on my screen here. Number one, there's no fill. Fill is the inside color. And we know there's no fill because number one, we can see the grid through the letter, and we can also see the non-processing area through the letter. The second thing I know about this is it has what is called a true stroke. A stroke is sort of like an outline around each individual letter. So instead of like an offset where we can outline the whole thing, this stroke only applies to each individual letter. Let's change both of them, right? Let's change the fill and the stroke. When I'm doing this, don't worry. If you get a little confused, you can slow this video down. But first, when I click on fill, what's highlighted? No fill. But all I have to do to get a solid fill is click. I can also come down here and type in, let's say I'm matching somebody's logo and it's like this really soft pale gray. Look at that. I can do that. Let's say I have an image and I want to match the font. Great, bring in the image. Use this color dropper. You want to see how easy that is? Let's do that. So let's say somebody gave me this image and they want me to match the red. Actually, let's match that little blue. Let's say they want me to match this little blue in her shoes. So I click on the font, I go to fill, and I can come to this color dropper. So I just bring it and hover right over. Ooh, let's use that darker one. You see all those individual little pixels? We can choose any one of these that we want. See that? Let's say they wanted us to match the red. Not that dark. Ah, that was green, Sarah. Ooh, let's match this red. There you go. You can do that as many times as you want to get the right color, by the way. So you have the ability to bring in a customer's PNG logo, any kind of bitmap logo, and also match it. If they don't know the hex code, or you can do RGB, right? You can do that. There are so many options for us in here now. Let's say it's just a little too much and you want something to fade into the background. Okay, let's do some transparency adjustments right here on this slider. Let's do that. Let's not. Let's say you want a gradient and you want to use 2 shades of this blue. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to click on this first little dot and then we're going to go get our color picker. And so let's say we want this lighter shade here. See that? And then for the darker blue, we're going to click on that little dot and then we're going to click on our color picker and then we're going to go grab, maybe like that one. Oh, but let's say you want a little less of the lighter color. Okay, let's just drag that darker just over a little bit. Or maybe you like the light and you want the light to move forward. You can do that as well. But that's not all. Let's say you want sort of a metallic effect. You can change linear to radial and you can still move that white a little broader. See how it's moving? It's kind of hard to see with the, but you see how that? You can add a little resin or triple thick on that and that would look very cool. Oh, but wait, let's say you want to move, let's go back to linear real quick. And let's say you want to move the light around. So watch the light color of blue that's currently on the very left-hand side. It just moved up to the top left-hand corner. Now it's at the right. Now it's all the way at the right. Now it's at the bottom right. Now it's at the bottom. You see? You have the ability to do all of this. This is your oyster. Welcome. Let's change it. Oop, I don't want to do that. All right, let's change it back to solid real quick. Now, I want to go up here to the stroke menu. So by default, most of mine are coming in at a stroke of 1, but you can make it thicker by advancing it up here, or you can even go no stroke. The best part is, guess what? You can also change the variant. So you can go grab the color hex codes and just type them in here. Again, all we have to do is click on this first one, type in our hex code, click on the second one, type in our hex code, or you can dropper it, right? You have the ability to add an offset, or I'm sorry, you have the ability to offset a stroke. See, that's now that color in a gradient with a color dropper as well. Or hey, let's say you just like this color blue and you want a gradient on that outline. You can do all of that, all of it right here. Again, we also have the ability on stroke to just change it to 1 color. Very cool, right? But we're not done. So next up, you can do this again in print or in print then cut. We can actually come up here to styles. These are pre-loaded, very cool styles. I've played with quite a few of them. Got a nice little red, white, and blue here that you can do. Also, you got this nice little Taylor Swift. This one's super popular. But you can also use some of these preloaded gradients. Look at that one. That one has been a huge hit. That is just so pretty. And if you layer these on top of each other, you can get a beautiful print, as well as adding some resin or triple thick for a nice shiny little finish. But let's say you want a shadow. Okay, let's go to shadow. Let's say you want a shadow color that's different. Let's do this one. It matches our, ooh, good gravy, that's big. Let's just turn that down just a smidge. So we'll just change our angle to maybe right there, and then we can change our offset, just bring that back up just a little bit. And then, oh, wow, that's really, really bright, right? So we want to make it a little less bright. Let's just do a little hint of a shadow, right? Let's do that like it's floating. We can also do what's called the 3D shadow. So these are bump outs, really great. You can't adjust the blur in this one, but I will tell you this can be very cool, especially if you're building with the graffiti font. This right here is so fly. Okay, so let's just do no shadow so that we can move to the next one. All of your options that were options before are still there. So let's do a warp. Let's move this over so you can see. Let's just do a basic arc and it's going to be pretty big. So let's just knock that down so we don't annoy everybody. There you go. We still have the ability to change everything when it's color or when we have a shadow on it. All of that is still here. So I'm just going to kill that. This right here means that you do not need Procreate or Canva or all the external software that we used to have where we had to import a picture. We don't have to do that anymore. We can do it right in this software. Now that is just a quick view of this. So play with it, get in here and see how it works for you. And again, if you don't see all the options, you're likely on a laser module mode. Just change that right in here on your process selection. If you're in this print and cut, if you're in inkjet printing or print, it will actually automatically come up with this new menu. So I know that was a lot in a short amount of time. If you have any questions on this, just leave them down below. I will answer them. Additionally, I have availability for the xTool squad. You can book what's called the skills call with me. Just choose skill and then choose a date and time that works for you. I can help you through this. I really appreciate you being here with me today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your laser down below so I can make better tutorials for you. Please like the video and subscribe for more crafting fun like this.